Disruption in childcare will disproportionately affect women, who make up 90% of childcare workers and who bear most of the burden of child rearing. Beth Humbert, professor at the Center for Women in Work at UMass Lowell, says without childcare, women will lose the professional gains they've made. And rather than leave the workforce, women may resort to other options.
A lot of these smaller in-home care daycares they just start accepting children unregulated. And so that's going to start a whole other child care crisis.
She says the economy simply can't reopen without investment in child care. I'm Erica Maris for Marketplace.
Marketplace Morning Report is supported by your part-time controller, specializing in accounting for nonprofit organizations. Working at your office or remotely, your part-time controller can help with all of your accounting needs. More at yptc.com.
It can happen. Coronavirus can flare after businesses reopen, to the point that shutdowns come back. This is happening in two regions of Germany, generally praised for its overall pandemic response. This is following a jump in infections in meat processing facilities, where more than 1,500 workers tested positive. BBC's Damien McGuinness has more from Berlin.
More than 500,000 people in districts of Gütersloh and Rhine will be affected. Bars, cafes and indoor sports facilities will close again. Restaurants will only serve food to take away. And cinemas, museums and galleries will all shut down. People will still get out outside as much as they want, but they are being asked not to leave the region. Meanwhile, the up to 7,000 workers will remain in quarantine. If necessary, since the region's premiere, force will be used to make sure that people comply.
That's Damien McGuinness with our editorial partner at the BBC. There's news of the first full days of facial recognition software leading to the arrest of the lone person. Some liberties groups have filed a complaint with Detroit police after a man spent more than a day in jail after software matched his driver's license photo with a video of a shoplifter. The complaint says police eventually let the man go, saying the, quote, computer had made a mistake. Detroit uses a system from a company called Rank One Computing. Recently, IBM, Microsoft, and Amazon said they'll stop selling their facial recognition systems to police to allow Congress time to decide the rules. Among other things, some face-detecting software has been shown to have higher error rates for black people, and the wrongly arrested man in Detroit is black. I'm David Brancaccio. This is the Marketplace Morning Report. From APM, American Public Media.
It's What's Happening. Hi, I'm Melissa Ross, and every weekday morning at 9 a.m., tune into First Coast Connect here on 89.9 and call and tweet the show as we speak with the biggest newsmakers in the region and bring you the top stories and issues that affect your life. That's First Coast Connect every weekday morning at 9 on 89.9 WJCT.
Keep learning together.
One day, we might be able to talk, to communicate with, not just with dolphins, but with animals, like Dr. Dolittle, right?
I'm Manoush Zomorodi, and Guy Raz joins me for a special summer show with big ideas for the entire family. That's next time on the Tech Radio Hour from NPR.
Sunday at 11 a.m. on 89.9 WJCT.
Good morning. Republican Senator Mike Braun calls for rewriting the special status that shields police officers from misconduct lawsuits. Braun's GOP Senate colleagues oppose this move. More on Morning Edition from NPR News.
And Jacksonville has millions in federal CARES Act money it hasn't spent. We'll tell you about that in the news on WJCT.
So has the Department of Justice under Bill Barr been acting under political influence? I'm David Gray.
And I'm Rachel Martin. Two whistleblowers at the DOJ say yes, and they'll testify today in federal court.
Morning.
Here for testing?
Yes.
And your name?
Charles Barth.
Yes, sir. Keep the ID ready. I'll pull you right over there at the green cones.
Alright.
Yeah, see?
Good morning.
Charles Park.
Right yellow. I ain't in. I ain't in. I'm good. I'm not in it. I'm not in it. Right yellow. I'm not in it. Right yellow. I'm not in it. Carla, we gotta work with him tomorrow. Right yellow. Right yellow. Right yellow. Right yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. We gotta work with him tomorrow. Your ass. You look over there. Oh, we're just kidding.
Here's the information packet and soap the washer the night before. Can you verify your date of birth?
I knew that
September 28, 1983.
Perfect. You'll pull them around, they'll charge you, then you're free to go. It's like right there.
Yeah, we know.
Morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
All right.
You ready to do this?
Yeah.
I'm sure you heard all the horror stories, huh?
Yeah, my sister works at the Cleveland Clinic. She's actually in charge of this program.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Both your nostrils, okay?
Yeah.
You're doing well. One more time?
Yeah, just.
I know. You're doing good. Alright, sir. You're all set.
There we go.
Well done. They'll call you if it's positive, okay? No news is good news.
All right, no news is good news. Yep.